Hi guys, it's me again. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I want to talk about 5 things you should consider if you are looking to make an investment decision. And if you're new to this channel, please make sure you subscribe. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome. So the reason why I'm doing this is because I've had some complaints of people not being happy with the products which they have chosen, including myself. So I just made a video recently speaking about how I canceled my fixed deposit account. And canceling it means that it was not the product which I needed considering my needs, right? So, yep, guys, you need number one consideration factor. You need to assess your goals. So, now I knew for sure that I will need to work on a project and it will require a lot of money. However, I underestimated the value of money that I would need for the project. So therefore, I fixed a lot of money as well, right? So these led to me exhausting all the funds, accessible funds that I had, and I was only left with funds which are fixed. So then alternatively, I had to withdraw one of my fixed deposit accounts. And if you want to know in details the reason why I canceled that, you can go back to the previous video. So please guys, when you are looking to invest, understand what your goals are. This will not only help you with knowing where to put money, but also it will give you direction in a sense of which product you should choose, because different products will work for different things. If you're looking for let's say for an example, you're looking for a retirement kind of product, you want money when you retire, you might look for something like a retirement annuity. Really, it doesn't make sense for you to actually go and save money at the bank which you plan to retire on, because the results and return that you will get at the bank is not good enough for you to be able to get the growth which you need, especially considering that this would be a long-term investment. Speaking about long-term, you also need to know the time frame, which is something I didn't do, hence my cancellation of the fixed deposit. If you have short-term goals, you need to know that you need to consider short-term products. For an example, if your kid is about to go to university and you're saving your fees, maybe they're already in grade 12, you're looking for a short-term product. You're looking also for a product that will not make you lose the money because it's needed urgently. But however, if you're looking for something long-term, something like building wealth, then you can consider long-term products like buying of shares, because then with that comes capital gain and it comes over time. So consider time frame, right? That will help you to narrow down the products which you need, right? Also, performance is important, guys. What is your expectation? And performance is linked to risk appetite, right? I think I've spoken 3 things here: performance, risk, and I started with setting up your goals. Okay, so performance and risk are linked together. So what is your expectation in terms of growth? If you're expecting too high of returns, you need to be looking into things like shares. But you need to be mindful that when you're looking into things that has too much possible return, you can also have higher exposure to risk, right? So assess your risk appetite. Are you a conservative investor? Are you a moderate investor? Are you a high risk investor? And then with that, are you looking for a high return? So if you're looking for high return, you should be looking for maybe high risk as well, high risk type of investments. And if you are conservative, you need to be looking into things that won't let you lose your capital. And I've heard of people complaining about things like Old Mutual saying Old Mutual ate my money. That's mostly because people have chosen products which will eat into their capital, where else they wanted growth without a loss of a capital, right? So then it leads us to another factor, which is understand the product which you are investing in. Guys, it's very, very important to invest in knowledge. You need to know the functionality of that product. You need to know the termination terms and condition. You can learn from me. By canceling my fixed deposit account, I ended up paying 10,000 Rand, which is a lot of money that I could be using for something else, right? So understand the functionality of your product. For an example, unit trust. This is normally the example which I give because a lot of people have bent their fingers with unit trust. Unit trust is what is called management fee, guys, and mostly it ranges between 2 to 3%. So If you have a unit trust, you have to pay that management fee to the management team, or to the manager of the fund, right? So let's say, for an example, like any other product, that unit trust for that year does not perform right at all, and it doesn't lose anything, you still need to pay the fund manager, meaning that 3% or 2% has to be taken from your capital to pay the fund manager, meaning that now you are on minus. So you need to be mindful of, what does this unit trust invest in? Which kind of assets does it invest in? Does it invest in shares? Does it invest in property? Like, what kind of assets? What are the underlying assets of that unit trust? Okay, so lastly but not least is diversify your investment portfolio. I've seen people with multiple properties, and properties are good, guys. Properties are good. However, for me personally, I believe in diversification of investments in general. You need to make sure that you have enough properties. If you're interested in properties, you have enough shares. You have also products like government retail bonds. And the reason why I say this is because sometimes the market, guys, the market changes. The market changes. Who anticipated COVID? No one. So if you had multiple properties at the time of COVID, nobody was renting, so you could have been in trouble. So it's better to have multiple investment structure or vehicles that you know that when one is not doing well, one will hedge the other. And I always advocate for the government retail bonds just as much as I advocate for ETFs, because for government retail bonds, as the interest rates are hiking, with the repo rate, the interest rates that we get from the government on the government retail bonds also increases. So it kind of hedges the inflation, right? So it's such a good product to have in your portfolio. Some people actually recommend owning gold. You can own it as a gold company, or just own the actual commodity. That also is used as a hedge fund in case the market is not behaving well. Gold actually thrive in that kind of condition. So you need to understand what balances what, because fluctuation happen and life happens, right? So one lady actually asked me some other time when I was speaking at an event. She was like, what is a bulletproof type of investment? What is an investment which I can say that when I have it, I'm safe, right? And then she was saying, I've tried a beauty business, I've tried property business, this and that happened, I've tried taxis and this and that happened. And to be honest, there is no bulletproof investment. It's just about you putting mitigation plans that when trouble happens, this is gonna be my safety net, right? So there's no bulletproof. You just need to put mitigation plans